I spend all this time wondering what's the move, why we waiting, I'm gonna send again. Fuck all the talking, let's get into it, ride a little bit high, I've been dying to hear it, count the hours and the minutes, if I got it, I'll just spend it, yeah. Let's ride a little, let's get high a little, we can slide a little, yeah. I moved back from Florida, had to get my shit in order. Aries mixed with Taurus, my vision is so distorted, yeah. Not alone nights, not alone flights, that's why I'm here to get it right. Okay, I just walked in, people talking, it happens often, especially when I'm with you. Why you acting random? With my own ways, I'm blue. I just brought it to you.
I'm your host, KB Tindal. You know we got you covered. We at the Raw Thoughts Tour at the Mint, downtown LA. Right now I got the guy Rook with me, man. What's going on, man?
What up, bro? How you?
Pleasure to have you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Bridgeport, Connecticut native, man.
Yeah. I was born out in Bridgeport, and then I moved around like a whole bunch, like or growing up and stuff 3-4 times moving. But yeah, Southern Connecticut. I'm pretty much that whole area.
No doubt, definitely. I know you studied film and everything in college, and let me just get the accolades out the way right now. You work with the likes of Rick Ross, A-Boogie, Pusha T, of course Chris Webby, Stally, a lot of others, ANoyd as well. All you guys are on this tour together. You make music as well. Is there like a tussle of love between film and the music?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Usually the music gets the shit into the stick because it's like I be working all the time, doing videos. So I always try to I just always got to make time myself to set studio time, get beats, work on music, But yeah, it kind of goes in waves. Like when sometimes the projects will slow down for a season, I'll be able to kind of more work on the music and just get a bunch of it stacked up.
Right.
And then a bunch of jobs will come in. So.
Which one did you start doing first?
Kind of around the same time, but I'd probably say film first, because I was always, can we swear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I was always fucking around with cameras, in high school and stuff like that, and then music kind of came more so when I was in college.
Right, okay. I know you got the joint High Resolution that's out right now with Chris Webby. What's the chemistry like when you guys work together, and how did that single come about?
With me and Webb, it's cool. It was funny because we've known each other for a long time, but we didn't actually start working until Raw Thoughts, and so we just always were waiting for he was always busy, I was always busy, and it was just kind of once we found the right time to start working, it just clicked.
Right.
And I think we both just there's a mutual respect there. We both really respect what each other does, so that always makes things just flow a little bit smoother.
Right.
Yeah, we just have fun with it, man. We're both from a place where it's nobody else is touring around the country. You know what I mean? Nobody else is doing the stuff that we're doing. So we just try to put the best possible stuff out at a high rate to just, just keep drawing more attention to the movement.
Right. I mean, and now that you guys are kind of the poster guys, for the Connecticut region, man, how does that weigh on you guys' shoulders, man? How important is it to you guys to really, bring it back home and do something good for the city?
Nah, for sure. And everybody on the squad, everybody that rides in the van with us is plays a big part in, even back home, does something very vital to the scene or to whatever we're doing, back in Connecticut. So we all take it, serious as far as just making sure we just keep the name out there. And we have a lot of good variety of people that's with us. It's not all one lane, so we just got a lot of different people that do stuff, which it's just, that's always our main goal, because there's nothing else really coming out of there.
Yeah, definitely. One of a kind. Video is hella tight.
Thank you.
What brought that visual about? And were those actual fan clips throughout that video?
Yeah. So I just, it's funny because shooting my music videos, I always run into I'm damn, all right. I know how I would shoot it, so I gotta find somebody to kind of shoot it. So I always end up kind of finding some type of workaround for it. So that was just kind of a way for me to be able to get the video done without having to do too much shooting.
Right.
So I just put it out there hey, whoever, just sing the song, send it in, and then I just chopped up, a bunch of them, and it worked out. So it's cool, and they all felt, all the fans feel involved with it.
Right. So those were actual fan clips.
Yeah.
Took and just placed them in there.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's definitely dope. Slow Motion with ANoyd.
Yeah.
Also another fire joint.
Thank you.
How did you guys first meet?
How did me and ANoyd first meet? I think the first time I met ANoyd was, damn, it might have been at like a show or something. Like we met a couple, same thing with him, like we met a couple times.
Right.
And we both knew each other, but we just didn't work for a little while. And then, so I had met him a few times, but then we actually sat down and like, all right, cool, let's put something together. And then I Blame It on Jay-Z was the first thing we like put out together, and then that ended up just you know, doing well. So we just kept rocking out. Yeah, but I think I met him at a show somewhere. Something in kind of in passing type thing.
Yeah, definitely in the same circles and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Was this Raw Thoughts tour, was that like a collaborative effort, or did Webby just come to you guys and say, yo, come jump on this tour with me? Or was it like a thing where you guys say, yo, we're all from Connecticut, let's put this together and put on for the city? Yeah,
I think I definitely was like throwing it out there to Web, because I was trying to get on the tour. As, you know, because for me, people know me as a director, but as an artist, I still have, you know, people still don't know the music. So, so I was like, yo, you know, I'm just saying, if I'm shooting a tour, it might be good if I just do an opening set, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I was already throwing it into the air, and then it all just kind of, you know, if it makes sense, it makes sense. So, you know, business-wise and just everything, it all made sense to have ANoyd and just everybody on it. And then we could all just be working, you know, while we're on the tour. So.
Right, absolutely. What was your first placement video-wise?
I want to say like maybe like a placement on a blog.
Major, no, like
or just a major artist.
Yeah.
Probably like Dave East, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. It was earlier, like before he was like, you know, really started taking off. I had met him kind of early on.
Okay.
Through Scram Jones, who's a DJ and you're a producer. And yeah. So I met him through Scram, and yeah, I would say Smoke Dizza was like another one that was like real early on. He was fucking with me just real early on. So yeah, probably one of them two if I could think of like the first.
What would be some joints that you did that people would know, like widely know, like as soon as you mention it?
He did. Well, there was actually one. There was a the one with Davies was called A Pusher's Dream, and it was like a 2-part with like a movie and stuff. So a lot of people had saw that one. I worked on Rick Ross Triple Platinum music video, which was off the last album. I did A-Boogie and NBA Youngboy had a song GG remix. Okay. And so I did all like the cinematography and shot on that. That was a big one. That was probably the biggest one I've shot. I think it got like 25 million views or something crazy. Yeah. So yeah, those are like probably the bigger ones.
All right, definitely. What would you say so far up until this point has been your most memorable moment of being in the game?
I don't know about memorable. I feel like I work, so it's just like I'm always in the moment. I'm always like, well, everybody else is kind of enjoying the moment. I'm, you know, adjusting the lights and running around working. So, but I might have had a bunch of crazy moments. I mean, nah, but this is not even memorable one, but this is a funny story. From when we were doing the Blame It on Jay-Z ANoyd shoot, and I had found, we were trying to look for like a sewer location that looked like a underground sewer. Kind of grimy. Yeah, like, but I wanted like, you know, so, and so we found this like location underneath a bridge that it was like kind of where the workers were at, but it looked like exactly what we were looking for. So we get there early one morning, we're like setting up all the lights and everything. And this bridge in Connecticut is next to like a military building that we didn't really put two and two together. Right. So somebody said they saw people going up under the bridge and like, they literally like surrounded the place with cops and had like they came up in there like put us all, cuffed us down. ANoyd ended up staying in the car, but it was a whole big to do. But yeah, just funny stories like that are the things that I always like remember. Just crazy, you know, stuff bouncing around, trying to find locations, shooting stuff. Right. But yeah, man, all the artists is always like dope. I always end up just randomly, you know, being at shoots like, oh shit, I'm shooting Method Man, you know what I mean, or whatever. Right. So there's always stuff like that. It's crazy. Legends, man. Yeah. Definitely, man. That's crazy for the resume, man. And I know you a fan of the culture, so yeah, hell yeah.
You know, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Me and these people like, oh shit. Yeah. That was the first time like I shot Nas at an event one time, and I was just like, nice. Yo, it's Nas, you know, like.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I definitely had moments like that.
Yeah, for sure. what projects are you coming out with? Like, what should people be looking out on the horizon for from you?
I got a couple, like video-wise, me and Webb just dropped. He dropped "Sell Your Soul," was a video that we just put out, which is super dope. I got a video coming out with a Spanish artist, a Dominican artist. Her name is Melly Mel.
Okay.
She's like real popular from the Dominican. So that's coming out. And then music-wise, I'm dropping a song at the end of the tour. I probably just gonna be doing singles for a little while.
Okay.
It just seems to be, you know, a little easier.
Yeah. Sell Your Soul, that just dropped yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's already going crazy.
The crazy video, like, you know, people fighting in the video.
Yeah.
I guess at some point throughout the video, everybody sells their soul for something.
So the song is called "Sell Your Soul." So basically the overall concept was like he's fighting the 7 deadly sins.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, you know, his journey through the game, or in life rather. You just, you know, you run into lust, greed, gluttony, all these things that you got to kind of overcome, you know what I mean, to eventually remain yourself and still be, you know, successful or whatever. Right. So that was kind of like, you know, but we like, you know, over sensation. We made all the characters like all, you know, dressed up like video game type.
The dude with his chain.
yeah. So, you know, we tried to dress it up too.
Yeah. That was definitely a dope visual, definitely. At the end of the day, man, when you look back on your career 20, 30 years from now, what do you want people to take away from your creativity?
I think for me, like, you know, I'm trying to stamp this whole lane of like, you know, doing 2 things, being a director and an artist. I haven't seen anybody really, you know, come in like that. And even with what I'm doing now with like shooting the tour, but performing on the tour, I think things like this, like deals will start to happen like that for other people, or other people will see that and be like, okay, cool, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. So that's kind of, you know, what I wanna bring to the table, you know, is just to be like A1 at both, you know what I mean? So that's my main goal. Okay.
And who do you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet, visually and lyrically?
I mean, I'm gonna have to say Drake would be a, you know, I'd love to shoot something for him, would be fire. I mean, I'll probably keep it to the new. I fuck with Travis Scott, Swae Lee, you know, Post Malone shit is pretty dope. Like, I'll probably be in that realm of working with them on a visual or a musical level.
Okay, all right.
Definitely.
All right, any last words to the viewers of Tent TV, man? Something that you want to tell them that they don't know about you yet?
That they don't know about me yet? Damn. Does it have to be like something inspiring, or like can it just be regular?
Anything. Like I drink milk 3 times a day. I don't care what it is. You know?
Okay, maybe one thing you didn't know about me was that actually when I was younger I used to race motocross, like dirt bikes. Nice. And then I realized that shit was definitely not worth it, and I wasn't trying to get hurt, so I just put like that shit aside.
Music and videos a little bit easier.
Yeah, this is a little smoother. I'm trying to
No doubt.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let everybody know your social media, man, where they can keep up with you, man.
Yeah, so Instagram, YouTube, all that is at RookCT, ROOKCT. And then on Spotify and all the streaming things, it's just Rook, ROOK.
That's what it is, Rook.
Cool.
Thank you for coming, man.
Appreciate it. Hell yeah, thank you.
No doubt. 10 TV, man, and we out.